Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm finally back to do the reviews that I haven't done a really long time. I'm back to do the one and only the Dragon Ball Super Universe 6 arc. Has finally started, and I gotta say, this episode starting off the arc was actually really awesome. And I'm also gonna put a link down below on a video that I did on the reasoning why I haven't really been doing the Dragon Ball Super episodes review leading to the Resurrection of F arc. I did a comparison video between the Super version and the movie version since the Super version finally ended last weekend. I figure now it's perfect time for me to start reviewing Dragon Ball Super again and for me to dive right on into the brand new material. Finally, something original, something fresh. And man, I gotta say, even though it was a simple setup plot, the hype build-up to this, man, it was so freaking worth it, man. This episode, man, just started off really, really well. Like, for one thing, what I really loved about this episode, it didn't waste a lot of time, like, with a lot of bullshit, like, meaningless bullshit. No, they actually stuck to their guns, and they actually focused on the main event that's going to take place. And that's the setup for this big Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament that's going to happen. But unfortunately, though, before they do that, I'll get to that pretty much later on the explanation of Champa before they actually start the event. But let me just dive into the very beginning of the episode. We see that Vegeta and Goku are still pretty much owning their skills, and they're pretty much training buddies now. So you can tell that they're not really, like rivals, like Vegeta getting all salty that Goku is surpassing him in every way. No, pretty much they're just like regularly just training with each other. They're just in this like ridiculous looking hay suit looking outfit or some shit like that Whis made them to, I guess, to enhance like their muscles or their strength or to, get more used to the God Ki and stuff like that. So, we got that going on. Meanwhile, though, which is really funny, is that Beerus gets really pissed off because he's trying to take his cat nap and he can't take it because Goku and Vegeta are making too much noise. So, while that happens, it's just really funny we're seeing Beerus just, like, blow everything to fucking Kingdom Come because he's just like blasting them. It's like, I'm trying to go to fucking sleep, and it's like, I can't do it. You guys are just making too much noise with all this training, and he gets like really disturbed because it says like, if you don't, I'm just gonna destroy this entire planet with you guys. And then it's like, he's just basically just like pretty much getting all pissy. He's just like blasting things away, like Goku and Vegeta are like hauling ass and just trying to get out of his way. But I'm just like getting beat up. Meanwhile, we see that Champa and Voros have finally arrived on the actual planet. Champa, in case you guys don't know, is the twin brother of Beerus. Yes, he is pretty much a fatter version of Beerus. And Voros is the sister of Whis, which I gotta say, Voros is much more fitting for that sexual look compared to Whis, which he's just a transsexual freak. But regardless, though, even they're still both pretty OP, okay? Both of them, I'm pretty sure, got like pretty like ridiculous OP abilities. They are the masters of the two cat gods, pretty much. So it's pretty obvious that they are, and I'm pretty sure they can kind of relate to each other because how sometimes Beerus can be like a handful to take care of and stuff like that. It's the same thing with Champa, so both of them can kind of relate. But meanwhile, though, we see Champa and he arrives. And this dude, like, really needs a lot of water every time he goes because he's so fucking fat. And he basically just said, like, I wasted all my calories and stuff. And she goes, no, because you already ate, like, some snacks on the way and shit like that. I mean, I wouldn't say he's, like, Majin Buu level kind of fat, but he is pretty chubby, though. So we see him there, and he's basically just about to give him a good greeting because the door is locked. And I guess Beerus forgot about the whole invitation thing that he sent him. And basically, the fucking ball energy thing that he threw out the door was actually really hype. Like, shit, that's actually pretty powerful. And then we just see, like Champa getting blasted, like, fucking just, like, getting, like, injured and shit because, like, Beerus is going fucking ape shit over his nap. And then we just see, like, Champa coming in there. And then, like, he gets hit a couple times. And when he fucking screamed and when he did the yell, oh, my God, that Yo, that was ridiculous, man. Oh my god, like that was so incredibly powerful. Like everything fucking stopped in its wake, man. Everything stopped in its wake, including Beerus himself. And Vegeta and Goku like, wait, was that like Beerus' new attack or something? And it's like, no, it's just I don't think it was. But then like Beerus thought it was Goku and Vegeta just like going intruding into the door. It's like, no, it's me, your brother Champa. It's like, well, what do you want? It's like, well, you know, I've come here to make a deal with you or something like that. So then they go in and they have their like little offerings of food. Like he brought something back from his own universe, Universe 6. And then Beerus is like, it's pretty good, but you know, you gotta try the awesome delicacy, which is the Universe 7 food. So he pretty much gives them that. It's not really anything big. It's just basically instant ramen noodles or something like that. Because, well, to him, it's pretty freaking delicious. But back on our planet, it's just like, dude, it's just fucking instant ramen noodles. You can, like, buy this shit anywhere. It's not like Bulma actually cooks this shit. So, I mean, because from what I remember, I think Bulma usually buys, like, a big stash of it. I think, especially now because of Whis. So now she buys, like, a whole stash. Because I remember in one of the episodes of Super, I think it was before the Resurrection of F arc, I believe, started, where, like, I think it was trying to find something, like, a big hidden, like, surprise meal of the day. And there was, like, a stack of, like, fucking ramen noodles or some shit from what I remember from, like, one of the episodes. But, anyways, though, you know, he eats it, and he thinks, like, it's definitely better than the food that he basically brought back. He brought back some kind of fish and some ice cream or something like that. I forget exactly what it was, but it was, like, in a big-ass cup. It looked like a fucking Sunday fucking shake thing or some shit, and Champa was just drinking it away. I mean, the dude's already fat enough as it is. I'm pretty sure he can just, like, eat his way out of anything, because he is a god of destruction himself, so it makes sense. Anyways, though, we see that, you know, he makes this, like, kind of deal. Like, first of all, he's like, dude, I want to challenge you. And it's like, yo, the fuck? But before I get to that, though, Whis actually does explain about there are two different universes, Universe 6 and Universe 7. And basically, it's not just Universe 6 and 7. There's a huge difference. Like, in Champa's universe, the Earth is no longer Earth. Earth is pretty much almost non-existent. Like, when they viewed Earth, it was just like, it looked like a giant fucking meteorite. Like, it doesn't even look like, you know, you got some green and some blue and a little white. You know, the way the Earth is supposed to be. Like, the way you color it and you imagine it. That's the way, you know, the Earth looks from space view. But unfortunately, it just looks more like a crater, like a rock, compared to, it looks like there's like lava and shit too coming from the Earth. And then Beerus is like, he rolled in his face like, haha, suck on that. Like, Universe 7 food is still here. Your Earth's pretty much gone. You guys are fucked with all that food. It's like, guess you won't be fat for life anymore. And then he's like, oh, you call me that? Is like, guess who's talking? You're just, I mean, how long are you going to be skinny for? Like, doesn't like Whis feed you or some shit like that? Then, you know, he gets pissed off. And then we see the two. Now, it may seem like a simple martial arts match because we see the two cat gods pretty much just duking it out, and we just see them go out like just regular martial arts techniques. Like, it's just blow from like head toe to toe, fist to fisticuffs, shit like that. Like, you know, you would get from like kind of like old school Dragon Ball, you can say, pretty much like that. Except when they actually start to move with their attacks, the fucking table, yo, the atmosphere. Oh my god. Holy shit. When those two fucking just like do that shit, something so simple causes the fucking room to almost fall apart. Like the table where Goku and Vegeta were sitting at, that shit was crumbling underneath them. You could see there was space, man. You could see fucking space at the bottom of the fucking table. And it's like, holy shit. It's like these guys, the aura, just like, oh my god. Just the aura alone, man. Just that power alone is just ridiculously OP. Like, oh my god. So that's definitely like when two gods collide and just fight. Like, it's casual though. Keep this in mind. This is casual shit. This is like old school martial arts fighting, but except that it's so goddamn effective. Like, the whole room could be fucking destroyed because the room could have been crumbled into nothing. But Whis and Vorus are like, okay, enough, because you guys are gonna like destroy this entire room. So then Champa says, like, you know what? That's a good idea. Instead of us just fighting each other, how about we set it up as a little tournament? My Universe 6 fighters, my fighters of choice, between the other different, like, against your Universe 7. And I believe all the other different universes as well gather up into one big tournament. And he goes, I was actually going to, I was also on a journey to be collecting these giant orbs, around my universe. And it's basically, these big giant orbs, and there's 7 of them. But I only got 6 of them. And if I have all that, I can actually wish for that possibility. I want to make that wish come true, but unfortunately, though, I don't have all 7 of them. And then Goku is like, wait a minute, I think you're talking about Dragon Balls. And he's like, yeah, the things that the Namekians made, right? Well, technically, the thing is that these Dragon Balls are not normal. In fact, these Dragon Balls are the size of a fucking... Like, they're big. They're the size almost of a fucking planet, dude. These things are the size of a planet. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Are we going into Toriko standards now? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, did Akira Toriyama read some, like, fucking Toriko and be like, yo, you know what? Yeah. We gotta take some notes, man. Like we gotta have this most ridiculous, crazy, insane, like plot device. Like it's unbelievable, but it's so godlike. Like, no, we gotta do that. I think that's basically what Akira Toriyama actually did. But regardless, though, I'm just making that joke aside. So apparently, Goku and Vegeta make a deal with them to, at the end of the episode, ask Bulma to create the same kind of radar as for the regular Dragon Balls, and for Bulma to actually help them find the very last Champa pretty much calls them Super Dragon Balls. So you could he says, in other words, they're basically called Super Dragon Balls. So that's the why hint the series is called Dragon Ball Super, which kind of makes sense on why they're actually calling that now. It's just not for like some simple cool tag name alone. No, that's really the reason why it's called Dragon Ball Super, is because the Dragon Balls are super ridiculously huge. They're the size of a planet, and they're different. They're a Universe 6 Dragon Balls compared to Universe 7, and that's insane. So overall, that's pretty much the episode setup. The setup is really hype. I like the comedy. I like the hype setup between the two. Like, the casual powers of Beerus and Champa are just ridiculously insane. Like, not only that, though, but the animation, I will say, for the first episode of Universe 6 was hands down really awesome. Like, I love the animation for this episode. I thought it was actually really good. I mean, it wasn't like the most sparkly, awesome One Punch Man animation. Let's not go that far, guys. But I will say, it was really great, spot-on, clean, smooth animation. I liked it. And it just wasn't the usual Toei, the usual Toei slick that they usually do, like with, One Piece and sometimes in Super as well, when it comes to the two movies. So I guess Toei figures it makes sense to save all their big guns, especially the animation budget, for like this newer arc, rather than just use it just for the rehashing of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Even though Resurrection F and Battle of Gods had some little major differences between the movies, they were technically pretty much the same plot in a way. Let's just keep it real here. Other than that, though, Dragon Ball Super Episode 28 was definitely one of my favorite episodes of Dragon Ball Super thus far. I thought it was a really awesome way. They didn't waste their time. They got straight to the point. It was just really well done. I definitely can't wait for episode 29. Yeah. So, and the OST, man. The OST choices actually were really good for this episode. The OST choice was a really good job for this episode. I like the OST, especially when Champa and Beerus come to their like little meeting. I think that was actually a really, really cool music choice. But anyways, though, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. What are you guys' thoughts of Dragon Ball Super Episode 28? What are your guys' thoughts on this beginning of this brand new, fresh material? No more Battle of Gods, no more Resurrection of F, no more movies. We're finally at original content. We're at original material. And if you read the Dragon Ball Super manga, do you guys think this was better done than the manga? Because me personally, I think this was much better compared to the first chapter of the manga. At least in my personal opinion, it was. And I don't really read too much of the Dragon Ball Super manga. To be perfectly honest, I don't really have time to read it mostly. But it doesn't really matter because the internet loves to spoil shit. I kind of know this was going to be a setup anyway. Because again, the internet fucking spoils everything. So I kind of already knew this setup was kind of coming. But But just seeing it animated in color, and it was just really spot on. It was really well done. So I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 5. This was just one of my favorite setup episodes. Compared to just what they do originally in Dragon Ball Z, I am so glad the pacing of this episode was spot on. It didn't feel too slow. It didn't feel too fast. It didn't waste their time with some little bullshit here and there. They actually paced it really well done. So I'm done. I will see you guys next time. It feels so good to be back, to be doing Dragon Ball Super, and I will keep watching this throughout the winter time. So this is going to be keeping me going. It really is on Sunday nights now. Now I'm actually really super excited for Dragon Ball Super again, because now this will actually get me going on Sunday nights now. So I'm done, guys. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace out. And manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And I will see you guys next week for Dragon Ball Super episode 29. Later.